All right. And I am back. Wow, I have not played Minecraft in a long time. This is sort of continuing a series, sort of not changing the editing style, but I'll get to it in a minute. It's been a hot minute since I've played this game. So if you haven't seen this series before, don't worry, I will explain everything, so this is totally fine to watch this as a first episode. If you have seen this before, we'll talk about some stuff, but first off, where are we? So this world is a challenge I decided to do a while back. It is end only with a fancy command blocks setup that spawns wandering traders in. Currently, we are way far away from base. Oh, yeah, I think last time I left off, I had literally mined out an entire end city just to get building blocks. And that's where I left off. And I have not played in like 6 months-ish. So I think this is where the end city was. I got some recording for an episode, and then I just never finished editing it. So I think first order of business is probably to head back towards base, which should be back 0-0-ish. I think I saw an end gateway. I'm not gonna take it just because I want to walk back and talk about some stuff. I think I came from that way. You can see the little bridge over there. This way should be theoretically back towards base. It's only like a few thousand blocks, but I had some stuff I wanted to talk about in the time. Why it's taken so long? I'm gonna be honest, I just have a full-time job. It's kind of hard just to keep up with managing hobbies when you get home from like a 7 or 8 hour shift and you're just kind of out of it. Sure, you know what I mean. No, let me go ahead and equip my elytra before I do anything, because I will die 100% otherwise. Oh, upload schedule, if I'm going to do that. Ooh, come on. I think I'm gonna try and make uploads like at least once a month on this series. And I think I'm gonna cut back on the editing a bit, because last time it took like 50 or 60 hours to make a single video. And admittedly, part of that was just because I am like really inept with computers, so just troubleshooting stuff took a while. Part of that was kind of just like the editing style of stuff. One of the things I used to do is I used, for music for the backgrounds, I decided to be really cool to just look up a bunch of smaller content creators and just ask them if I could use their music in my videos, which I don't really regret doing, because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the smaller like music creators actually make a lot of like fairly good music. It's just not all that well known. But I sort of figured that I spent like a lot of time looking for the right stuff and asking for stuff, waiting for a response, and even if I didn't want to use it, just trying to leave a positive comment about something I liked. But that added a lot of time to the schedule. Part of it was doing voiceovers, because I suck at voiceovers, so that would add on a lot of time, because I had to do like 5 or 6 takes for every single line and then add that in as I was going to a video. And then part of it was just like a perfectionist sort of thing, because I would just try and get like the best possible fit instead of just making content that I feel like was good. Well, I mean, it was good, but I don't know, I feel like I spent so long being a perfectionist that I forgot about like actually producing and getting out content on like a regular basis. Gonna cut back in the editing, and now I'm doing live commentary instead, which should hopefully speed things up a little bit. And also, oh, for the music, I think I'm going to start using like Creative Commons music. I found some YouTuber, I think his name was like Mahjong Bloncaclonsky or something. He's a Minecraft YouTuber. He is a Minecraft YouTuber who does gameplay in like either alpha or beta, I forget which. Like a snow world that's permanently snowing. But he does really good quality music, and I think he does like or background music like vaporwave sort of ambient. Or he uses ambient music, so I decided to switch over to that instead. See if I can just find a Creative Commons thing and use that instead, so I don't have to spend so long looking for stuff. I don't want it to be like completely quiet, but I also don't want to spend too long looking for, I don't know. I wanted to focus on getting content out on time. But that Mahjong Bloncaclonsky, he's one of the reasons that I decided to get back into making Minecraft videos again, because his videos are actually just super entertaining to watch. I will 100% remember to at least include a video link in the description to one of his videos, because he makes awesome content. I am totally not stealing like the content ideas of ambient music and lower effort, or not lower effort, chiller mood, a chiller mood, I guess, from him. Not stealing anything at all from him. Anyways, I got some tea right here with me. I did want to start getting content out on like a semi-regular basis, so I'm gonna try and do that. If I remember correctly, the base is roughly like the start of the Outer End Islands, which is like a few thousand blocks away, so I'll still have like a few minutes to talk about stuff. Yeah, so this world is end only with Wandering Trader. Trader is in like the blue villager. Oh, the blue villager, and not like a Trouble and Trader. Trouble and, oh my god, Trouble in Terrace Town Trader. The blue guy to trade you stuff. I thought it would be interesting just to add that into the game, into the end, and then just survive in the end with only that, because I thought it would be interesting. Anyways, way out over there, that is an elytra pillar. I basically discovered that if you have a decent pickaxe, it is much faster to just mine out blocks and then pillar up, and then use elytra to fly around. Yeah, it's much faster to do that than to just run around and make bridges everywhere. Oh, yeah, right. Back to the actual challenge. So I was only 2 episodes in. I think I only spent like probably 50 or 60 hours of actual playtime playing on this world. So still pretty developed, or underdeveloped, I guess. Base is not huge, but it has some interesting things. I will talk about it once I get actually more towards base. Just pillar up a little bit. Yeah, another reason I wanted to... Jesus, sorry. I'll talk about what I was about to say in just a minute, but because like Minecraft mechanics, because the end is technically like completely dark and it's like below a certain Y level, like the entire end dimension qualifies for the minimum requirements for cave noises, so you just sort of randomly get those going off, which is super lovely. I think that's probably enough height. Alright, so it should be mostly back this way. Here we go. That's where I was pillaring up for just a Y level before, just so I could fly with my elytra, like I did just a second ago. Let's see. Oh, also, one of the things I want to try doing with this video is I want to try and address every single comment this video gets, for when I make a next video at least. So if you have like any questions or any positive feedback, feel free to let me know. Although my response to positive feedback is usually just like a thumbs up, so I might need to to work on my feedback skills a little bit. But if you do have anything to say, feel free to say it. I would love to read any comments that this video got. And we are out of wild, so I need to get some more blocks. Yeah, I do know there is an end gateway right there, by the way. I have a specific reason for not using it. Just something to do with the base. Even though it's really close to the main end island, and there's actually a bridge out there that I could use. Well, I'll show you once we get there. How far are we out? Yeah, we're like 400 blocks out. 400 blocks out right now, so should be getting somewhat close. Might pop into render distance in just a minute. Like I said, it has been like 6 months, I think, since I last played, so my memories of stuff are a little bit hazy. I could tower up, but I kind of want to get the cinematic walk up so I can showcase the base from afar. Oh, there's another one of those cave noises. I guess one of the other things I could talk about, since got some time here, is I did get a new PC, actually like a while back, like 3 or 4 months ago, I think. I think stuff should be running a lot smoother, so if you have watched the last video and you noticed the frame rate or the video quality go up a bit, that would probably be because I got a new computer. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough blocks for this. I'm not gonna have enough blocks. Let me just e-pearl this. Eat. Oop, actually, I think I see that over there. You see that one little speck of light? I think that's it. Yep, that's it, alright. I didn't expect to come from this way. I thought we were another way, but... I am gonna have to bridge across this gap right here. Should be the end of the bridge right here. And yep. I forgot how tall that was, honestly. I'll get into explaining everything in just a minute about what everything is as we get back up on base. So, end only with Wandering Trader. I think the wood type the only wood type I currently have right now is mahogany? Mangrove. Redwood. So I have some redwood tree or mangrove trees growing right over there. Do I have a bridge right here? Do I seriously not have a bridge? You know what? I think it's a quality of life thing. I sort of got to make a bridge back over. Oh, no, I do. Nope. What? Fall damage it is. Oh, I have a staircase dogger right there. That makes more sense. Alright. And finally back at base. I'll go through this first. So this is a chorus fruit farm. I know it's sort of like a weird thing to have. Basically there's just a lower section where you could just space out the chorus fruits to have them all planted neatly, so they grow up neatly and all in one spot. A little bit of lighting just so Endermen don't spawn. A chest with chorus flowers in it, in case you ever need to replant. Then you front up these staircases here to this little frame thing. That's a tall one. What you can do is break the coarse fruits or coarse plants from the top down. So you can make sure you get every single flower. So you can just climb up to the top, break all the flowers. Well, most of the flowers at least. And then you can break the coarse plants from the bottom. Probably don't need to be an F5 for this, but... And... that is lovely. $28 coarse, or like I think I had like half a stack, so about a stack and a half coarse fruits, which is pretty nice. And you just replant. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and that's what the coarse fruits sound like when they're growing. Has space for 14 shulkers though, 14 coarse fruit plants though, so they'll grow. That was one of the first things I made at base. Next up, this is a brown mushroom farm, which is literally just to grow brown mushrooms, which I got from the wandering trader. This is actually, I think, the very first thing I made when getting into the world was a hole so you could look at Endermen, have them aggro you, and then you could run back in here and then punch them to death to get Ender Pearls. That's how I initially got off this island. We have some little fake mangrove trees, some brown mushrooms I made. Get to that in a minute. Then we have the mangrove tree farms, I guess? I don't entirely know what the right way to call this is, but basically just a little frame to keep the Endermen from wandering and then stealing the sapling. Then you can hop down on top. Actually, I don't need to use a pickaxe for this. Hop down on top and use an axe to cut down all the... Let me actually turn this down a little bit. 20. There we go, that's good. I think that's everything. So drop down to the bottom. Make sure to destroy all the roots. Let me just make a chest for this one because I had forgotten to last time apparently. Drop this in here. I swear I just saw some items moving over there. Might just be schizophrenic. Next thing on the agenda, I have a little endstone mine here, which I guess is sort of a weird thing to say since it's everywhere, but it's basically just a space where you can mine endstone and there's like a little bit of a ceiling so the Enderman can't reach you. And this over here is a bridge which goes all the way back to spawn. And yes, I did manually click the end stone for all of this. I'll get back to the main tower in a minute. Then we have just another little mangrove planter. Was growing some mushrooms here, I guess. I guess that's why it's in there. This is a llama barn. There's no llamas here. Why are... I swear, there was some llamas in here. I guess when I transported stuff over between PCs, because I had this world on my old one, there were some llamas in here, but I guess they got like deleted or something, so... no llamas in here. They were wandering trader llamas. There's a little setup I made that spawns wandering traders, also spawns llamas. Next thing, another little fake mangrove tree, which I didn't really need to make, but I feel like it makes the base look better. This is also something I worked on in the video footage that I never ended up showcasing, which is a very tiny warehouse. Let's see if I can remember stuff. I guess this is moss, wood, more wood. Oop, brewing stands, purple bricks, purple blocks, moonstone stuff, miscellaneous stuff, health potions, more miscellaneous, ender pearls, then armor and tools, elytras, more armor and tools. Oh, and there's all my golden stuff. And I do have emeralds here somewhere, which is, you can get emeralds very rarely from end cities, and that's what I'm using for wandering traders, which is sort of what the whole challenge is based on. Okay, maybe they're in my ender chest. Oh yeah, 12 emeralds in there, and a lot of other stuff which I haven't gotten around to using yet. Get to that in just a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna do the lazy thing. I'm just gonna throw all the shulker boxes in the jump chest and let someone else figure it out later. And by someone else, I of course mean probably me, because this is a single player world. Little brewing stand setup, even though I can't get the blaze powder for brewing. And this is the second floor, which is not much. I might extend the chests up further, maybe, but it's a cool little area. So, mushroom farm. Oh yeah, let's get to this next. This is a little fish pond. I guess I have 2 tropical fish from wandering traders. Oh, that one's named Gregory. That's nice. Because you can't get tropical fish from the wandering traders and kelp, which is why there is, in fact, kelp here. And I think I just bone mealed it to get the seagrass and stuff, because that still grows in the end if you bone meal it. Getting over here, I have what I like to call poor man's dirt. So this is just mangrove logs, like the let me just break one so I can see. Oh, never mind, not all of them are, but they're just mangrove logs, with some of them being the omnidirectional ones you can craft with with moss carpets on the top. So it sort of looks like grass and dirt, but it's not really. Okay, next up would probably be the staircase, which, ooh, it's spooky. I think the lighting on this actually looks pretty cool, even though I'm not using any like shaders or anything. I just have video settings. I have the brightness all the way down to moody, which I feel like actually makes the video footage like a lot better. Down here I have a no endermite whatchamacallit, enderman farm. So you just sort of look at them and let them scream. Oh, no, you're okay. Apparently I did not fix it as well as I should have. But just sort of sit here and punch them a lot. And that'll let you get XP for repairing stuff, which is pretty cool. Only food source I have available to me right now is chorus fruit, which teleports you around, so you gotta be careful all the time. I do have a better sword down here. I totally could have used that. Yeah, I do need to extend this out a little bit more to properly protect you from endermen, I guess. I have an anvil, which I used to make a really good pickaxe, which is named Breakfast. It's a really silly name. I'm actually gonna go up and grab a pair of pants real quick, just because it's gonna bother me if I don't have a full suit of armor. So give me just 1 second. And let's see. What is unbreak? Well, no, let me just use a... my crap set. Fire protection 4 and unbreaking 3. That's totally the best pair I have. 100%. Don't even need to look through the other ones. Obviously over there, there's a little end gateway, so you can go back to 0-0 really easily, although I never use it. Oh. Okay. Did I accidentally look at him? Or did he just like teleport up from the farm? And I fly all the way down here. Uh-oh. Okay, I should not have done that. So below the Enderman farm, there is a little boat elevator, which goes all the way up to my base, but I think should be around here. This is ground floor, which is the base of this massive, well, moderately sized tower right here. Take you up to the top. Nope, one more up. This is the very moderate base with boats that I think used to have a llama in it, but I think llama kind of disappeared, so no more of that. Got some stuff. Got my one precious dirt block, although I think I have like 3 total, but dirt's very rare, so use that to farm along with bone meal. Base is pretty sparsely decorated, just some basic stuff. Little chorus planters, I guess. It's the best way to call it. And the outside, you can get a kind of nice view from. Oh yeah, and this room is very similar to a entity. I think that's like I was trying to copy one of the rooms, but going up to the top, nothing much, just like a nice little balcony with the ender rod, so no endermen spawn up here. And going all the way up, I forgot how long this was, holy cow. You can use this as a set-off point for elytras, so whenever I want to go in-city hunting, I just sort of hop off and get going. And this will take us at least like a few hundred blocks, maybe 1,000. Although I think there is a trick with an elytra that sort of lets you get like infinite distance. But elytras, I can't get mending, so I don't use that trick too often. But I think that should be literally the entire base. I don't think I have anything else that I wanted to talk about. So, what do I want to do? Last time I was playing, I was trying to set up an infinite food farm, because right now I only have coarse fruit, but that's not really a super good supply, I guess, because it only gives you 2 hearts of hunger, or 2 these of hunger, the pork chop, pig leg, I don't know, 2 nuggets of hunger, let's say. I did want to try and solve the hunger problem, but obviously I do not have a lot of stuff at the moment. I do have 12 emeralds. Maybe the wandering trader will pop up sometime, but maybe not. Sugarcane, which I can need either sand or gravel to grow, which I do not have. Well, sorry, sand or extra dirt to grow, which I do not have. Small drip leaf, which I guess you need either moss or dirt or something. I guess I could make a dripstone farm. What I might do is try and make a like little kelp farm so I can get bone meal to grow beetroot faster. I think at least I'm going to run upstairs and give some water to the little beetroot plant that's up there. Let me just take like one of my shulkers of stuff, because I think these are like mixed. I should have enough stuff to decorate. put water. I think enough that you'll just do this. Waterlog that. Should grow through the block, I think. Never mind. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go. It's watered now, so it should grow a very small amount faster. I guess while I'm down here, here's the dripstone. Might actually set up like a tiny dripstone farm somewhere. So it will give me infinite dripstone, which is another building block, but it will take just like a little minute to set up. So get down. Where do I want to set this up? I might place it just around backside of this warehouse doohickey. Right, I should be able to adjust. Right there. And add in the water, although I do need a second block. Alright, and only just place 2 end rods at the edges just to make sure Enderman not spawn. I think it was this corner. Yeah. In theory, I think this should start generating dripstone. Not 100% sure, but I have heard if you have water above dripstone, then it drips. Makes more, so. Guess I did just have a thought. I think, which one of this? One of the fish is named like Gregory or something. Right. Yeah, there we go. The other fish, though, has no name. So if you have any ideas for a name, feel free to post it in the comments. I'll pick one I like or something, or maybe a top comment or something. Alright, I guess I'm gonna try and make a kelp farm. I don't entirely know where I want to place it, though. I don't really want to obstruct the sight line back to the mainland. Oh, I didn't talk about this back here, did I? One more silly structure back here. I was going to try and trap some shulkers in the base. Like, just manually use a minecart and bring them all the way back to base. But I think, like, 10 of them ended up killing themselves in a row. And so I just sort of stopped. But I was going to make a little shulker sanctuary and have shulkers here. But that didn't end up happening, and from how much of a pain I remember it to be, I'm not in the mood to try and make enough to bring one back right now. So I guess maybe up here would be cool. I think I'm going to make the kelp farm up on top of this. Like, just a big spot to grow kelp at. I have glass. Be able to get up on top of there by doing. I'm like 90% chance I'm gonna miss my shot. Speak the devil. Oh, there we go. So let me dip my boppity. Oh, come on. Come on. There you go. I swear there's only like 3 of them up here on the roof either. Did one of them spawn in? Oh. Bye. Oh my god. No. Get off. Now it's supposed to be here. It's like having a cat. Just like put it outside and it immediately wants back in your room. Get up. Get up. So, I think what I might do is sort of just make like a giant like capsule, sort of. And yeah. So I'm going to just put the end rods on the outside. That's probably where they're going to be at the end of the build anyways. What I am gonna do though, I think, is just the center. Might make like little stripes up along the sides just so it looks like it has like a little bit of structural integrity. But my creative vision is to just basically have like a giant glass tube of water, which kelp can grow in, and I could check the progress of. Might change this a little bit later because I might have to put like a door on it or something. But I probably should put a door on it, but I think I'm gonna save that part towards the last. I am running Optifine just to help with performance because I heard that Optifine helps like the CPU or GPU or something. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy at all, but I've heard that it helps, so I decided to download it. But I did also get some shaders. Shaders. Complementary. Okay, well, oh my god, my game does not like that. Okay, I'm getting... Okay, you know what? I gotta turn that off. It looks so cool, but I'm getting... How many frames am I getting? 10 frame rate. 8 frame rate. So, I'm gonna go ahead, at least for now, go back to no shaders. How's that looking so far, though? Yeah, that actually looks fairly cool. I think maybe build it... Actually... You know what? At its current height, that would probably honestly look fine. I'm sure I could make it up higher. Yeah, let me grab like 1 or 2 stacks of glass. I should have more glass in these shulkers somewhere, or just in here. And you know what? I gotta make the staircase now. I think like here. Let's see if I can like first try this. Oh yeah, I did not line it up like at all. That is about as off as one can be. For a doorway, I guess I'm honestly just gonna make a 2 of fence gates. I think that'll probably look fine. And now I can walk in. And now I just go up level by level and fill it in. Get back to you guys in a minute, I guess, once I'm done filling this up. Actually, as I was filling this up, I realized I totally do not need to fill this up with like source blocks of water, because kelp sort of automatically does that. But I'm already started, so guess I'm gonna do it for the rest of the way. I honestly think this will be tall enough. I don't know how much bone meal this will get me, but I can expand it or make more if I need to. That's filled up with water. Really quick, I think I angered an Enderman, so I'm gonna fly back to my... Yep, there it is. I'm gonna fly back to safety over here and take care of him. You know what, let me use a little hidey hole I got over here. This is what I did day 1. I sat in here with no armor on and nothing in my toolbar except for chorus fruit, and I did this. And the Endermen did that, where they're just sort of spazzing around and not being cooperative about being killed. I'm gonna pick up some more chorus fruit over here. Oh, might as well mine this out while I'm here, because I think I am starting to run low on chorus fruit. Alright, break the bottoms of these. Alright, and let me pick everything up. So I think 14 of these need to be replanted, but that's a net positive about 2 stacks of chorus fruit and 16 chorus flowers, which is not all that bad. Alright, back onto this. I might mine out this and place an end rod right here. And be quick about this. And now we have a little bit of light in here, which may or may not look better from the outside. And I think I'm just gonna make like a little rim around this. Well, I might just place a in-stone slab so that way I have a little air pocket in there, but I don't need to get up on top. And that gives me enough light so I think Enderman can't spawn. Alright, let me just go out and get some kelp. Did an Enderman steal this? Take. But once all the kelp grows and I fully fill up the farm, I should be able to harvest it for bone meal and get some bone meal to grow beetroots with, which will be food, or at least moderately not terrible food. Might do real quick, just grab like 2 or 3 leaves here for something. Just gonna go fix the Enderman farm real quick. To make it, I think they could hit me from here. Guess I'll just make that back by maybe it's the chest. Probably the chest. Alright, just gonna head up the top. Was that an Enderman in my boat elevator? Huh. I think that was. Ooh. I'll fix that later if I need to. So I think I'm gonna call that here, because I'm getting kind of tired and whatever. But gonna call that here for today. Feel free to let me know what you guys thought of the video. Feel free to leave a like also if you want, but only if you actually like the content. And feel free to comment if you want also, because I do need a name for the fish, the non-Gregory one. But if you also just want to let me know what to improve on, that would be appreciated. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.